Hello friends, welcome to the channel tutorialconnect.com. In this session we will discuss the proxy in JavaScript. What is proxy? So this was introduced in ES6. Okay, so we will discuss about that. Okay, so first thing what we will discuss, what is proxy, what is proxy, and why we use proxy, how to use. Okay, and what are the methods inside them to use. Okay, so we will discuss all these inside the topic called proxy. So first thing is that proxy was introduced in ES6 version. Okay. Secondly, this is used to create interceptor. Okay. Or you can say tap any call. Okay. You can tap any call. Okay. So basically, we will test with an example. Before that, we will show what are the main features we will going to use. The first thing is set. Okay. Then we have to use get. Okay, get. Third one we will use apply. Okay, so as the name suggests, set is to set some value. Okay, get is to getting some value from object. Okay, apply is basically the word which you have used for scope binding. Okay, so that is something related to them. So basically you can create a tap or interceptor with them. Okay, so basically we will start with the example get first. Okay, so let's suppose we have an object, okay, which having first name, and let's suppose we have first name as title and second name, that means the last name, which connect. Okay, so our channel name is title connect, so we have first name as title and second name as last name as connect. So what proxy says, let's suppose if you want to get some value, extra values, like adding all two name as full name. Okay, so what you can do, you can create a proxy for that. So how can we create? See, a proxy takes two parameter. Okay, if you have proxy, then you have an handler and you have a target and handler. Target means the object target which you are going to use, and the handler means what are the logic you have to implement. Okay, so that two thing is required when you create a proxy. Okay, proxy needs these two things when you create. Okay, so we will create a handler. Let handler. Okay, first, and in handler we have a get method which return, we will get here target, and then we will get property. What is the property? Target is this object and property will be either this, either this. Okay, so what we will return target and property. Okay, now we will create a proxy. Let p equal to new proxy. So basically proxy is created with the help of new keyword. It takes two parameters, target and handler. You can see, so we have our target object and handler as handler one. Okay, so now we will go for console and we will check what will happen if we call proxy dot first name. See, you are getting first name from this object. Okay, if you will not write this, then you will get, can see what you are getting. You are getting the object reference. Okay, now what you can do, let's suppose if you want to track something, means a trap a call, so that's why it is called trapping. Okay, so you can use tapping. Okay, so let's suppose if you write here console dot log is called. Okay, so when you create this one, you can see to JSON is called, first name is called, last name is called. Okay, if you will call simply first name, then you can see first name is called brittle. That means you are tapping a call. Okay, if someone want to access the first name, you can have a log here. So this is the scenario for which you can use the proxy. Okay, so this is a type 1 example of the scenario. Okay, so you can track your call here. Okay, now what happens if you want to get the full name? Okay, so let's suppose we have want to get the full name. We don't have property here full name, but we want full name. Okay, proxy dot full name. Okay, but you can see full name is called, but it is undefined. Okay, that means we are getting the full name property here. Okay, so what we can do, we can check property equal to full name. Then what you have to do, you have to return this one, a new string target dot first name space target dot last name. Okay, otherwise you have to return normal thing. Okay, so you can see full name is called is logged and you are getting the full name. That means if there is no property exists in object, but we can get something modified with our object. Okay, and if you will get first name, then you will get first name. If you have last name, then you have last name. Okay, so this is the benefit of using the get. Okay, if you create any proxy, you can modify your response, you can tap your call, track log, you can create a log here. One is calling this to get the property. Okay, so that's why this get is used. Now we can similarly use the set method when someone want to set some value here, then you can track them. Okay, so we have set here. Okay, and you will have target and property here. Okay, now if you have to set some value, then you can simply write target dot property, then you will have value. So value will come from the third argument of set. That means target, property, and value. Okay, so this one. Now what you do, p dot age equal to 30. Okay, so you don't have any age here. Let's suppose 0. Okay, so what is the error? Trap returned false property age. So we have now age. Okay, let's to refresh the page. Okay, so you can console target. What is the target? We have the target age, first name, last name, and is the property. We are getting age, and what is the value? We are getting 30. Okay, sorry. So we were age. Okay, so we were missing the return here. Okay, that means now you can able to set your value from using this set property. So here as well you can have a log here. You can track your, you can create a tab for tapping purpose who is setting something. Now what are the main purpose of using this set is to let if you want to have some validation here, like if value is greater than 18, you can throw error not allowed. Okay, else. Okay, so here you can say you are setting value more than 18. So if it is 14, it is working properly. If you have 19, then you have error. That means when you set some value inside your object, you can get a validation for that set. Okay. Also, you can create a log. You can create a validation. You can create a calculation as well. You suppose if you want to set some salary for them, and you want to add some value, okay, before setting the salary or to deduct money from salary. So you can have your logic here. Okay, before adding the value, setting the value, you can do whatever you can. Okay, so this is the two main scenario where you can simply use. Okay, now we will have a third one, apply. Okay, so we can create a separate one, handler for apply. Okay, so what we have, let's suppose we have a method, let sum equal to x comma y, return x plus y. So we have a method called sum, and we have a handler where we have apply here. Okay, so what we will do with apply here, we will have target, we have this argument, and we have arguments. Okay, you can say arguments, and we will return target, and you can have value as arguments, so you can pass arguments 0, arguments 1. Okay, So let's suppose we have to pass here can simply call the also with this. Okay, you will get the same result. But the benefit of using this apply here is that you can have your logging here. You can track who is calculating what. Okay, so if you can log it here,